go. Here, let me move this a little bit better. Oh, yeah, some breaking news just as. Oh, there we go. Breaking news as I just left the air. Harley Gwindon, leader of Satan's Choice house, was shot up in Oshawa. This is interesting. I'll have to dig into more. This is just headline news. I didn't even get to get into it all the way. I didn't even get to go into Twitter, or not Twitter, Instagram and take a look. But that's interesting. Well, there was a firebombing um, just this weekend against a Angels member. Somebody lit his car on fire. After, and this is retaliation after the firebombing at Harley Gwindon's uh, main main shop there in Oshawa. It's a tattoo parlor, his clothing company. I believe there's a gym in there as well. I think there's a boxing gym in there. It's got a bunch of different types of businesses in there. He runs the car club, everything out of there. Satan's Choice Car Club. I think there's a club for women as well. But Harley, his house getting shot up. Well, there's nobody home. Everyone already knew nobody was home. He's in Asia right now. He's trying to get more clubs set up across Asia. As far as I know, I think Harley's got around, don't quote me on this, but I think he's got around like pushing close to like 700 chapters. Yeah, I don't know. I guess people are just getting tired of the old school rhetoric. Well, it's not about the rhetoric. It's about it's not the same as what it was. It's not the same game, you know. And is it possible to bring the old game back? Like, look at what's happening here in the world. Like, kids don't care. They don't have rules. They don't have scruples. I sit here and talk to myself, and I don't ever air these. And I can't even see who's all on here. I could go hack myself. Let's go hack myself. Hey there, Bluebird. What's up? I'm doing a after show of my news, but I'm gonna talk about the stuff that I will not talk about on the news. Because there was some shit that happened here in Canada that never should have fucking. I don't know. It's the way they're. It's the, fuck off. There we go. The sky is all right. Yes, the sky is not falling, as my cousin would say, or Alex Jones would say. It's Alex Jones's birthday today. I don't follow Alex Jones by any means. He's a little too extreme thinker than I am. I like to sit right there on the fence. I need to stop by and pick up a 40-pound bag, bro. What's up with from South Africa? That's pretty cool. I have some buddies from South Africa. Tell Elon Musk I said hi. As a fellow Canadian. Yeah, tell Musk I said hi. Do I have guns? Well, with the things that are happening here in Canada right now, I will say I plead the fifth. I'm not going to incriminate myself if something I say could incriminate me. So I'm not going to say that. I'm going to just plead the fifth. Do I fish? I used to. 41 years old. Actually, am I 41 or am I 42? I think I'm 42. My birthday was just the other month. I've only ever caught one fish. My whole entire life, I've only ever caught one fish. It really sucked. Do I have an 80-pound bag? I don't know. I live in a small town now. If I lived in the country, I'd probably have an 80-pound bag kicking around. Your ex has one. 80-pound bag? Like you mean like an ex-wife? Or I mean, sorry, or a mother-in-law? And mother-in-law, there you go. There's some baggage as a mother-in-law. You know when I'm Canadian when you go outside. Yeah, it's pretty chilly out here today. Yeah, I know, T4. I wasn't even gonna talk about that in the news today, man. And I said that from the get-go when I started my channel. I'm not gonna bring, if I'm gonna do news, I'm not gonna talk about shit like that. But here I'll talk about it. I think that's just fucked up. And the narrative that they're putting right now is they're saying that this person that did all the shooting was transgendered LGBTQ community as the agenda that some of these platforms are pushing. And right there off the get-go, like these platforms, they actually don't have a significant evidence to even pushing out this narrative, which is disgusting. Like, hear enough about this shit all the time. We don't need to be hearing it more when it's unsubstantiated. Like, it's absolute bullshit. Do I have a gun? This one and this one. Just kidding. That was the lamest fucking. That my buddies do that all the time, but they're all meatheads. Yeah, it's a joy and a pain. It's a piss off. Look, I'm getting gray. I had this gray in my beard when I was 30. It's horrible. I'm from Manitoba, Canada. They call it the Keystone State. It's right in the middle. They call it the Keystone because it kind of looks like the end of a key. I don't know why. We should stop calling it the Keystone State. It's kind of disrespectful to Canada. Oh, it's just the narrative. I don't want to talk about that stuff. It's I don't want to hear it in the news, and I just want to know the facts. Like that's why I won't talk about that stuff. Like I have no agenda with any of that shit. I just don't want to. Do I hate Indians? Well, it also depends on where you live in Manitoba. That's another thing. Like Indians, like what do you mean review Pakistan? I don't know. I have talked about Pakistan in previous news broadcasts, mostly about trade deals and stuff like that that would affect like the EU and the UK, affect other countries, but it's going to affect like Pakistan and stuff as well. Love from Russia. I have no hate with Russia. I don't know why like we all have to be sitting here doing this whole Cold War thing all over again. It doesn't make any sense. Welcome to the stream. This is LGBTQ community live. I brought you by the Raw. Oh, okay, that's fine. You can hang out if you want. Like I said, I have no issue. I just don't like some of the agenda that it's unsubstantiated that they're pushing. But this is pretty interesting. Harley Gwynden's house got shot up. 2-4 if you're still in here. Harley Gwynden, Satan's Choice. Well, he's off in Asia right now. Somebody went and shot up his house. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I almost guarantee I know who's behind it. And they tried firebombing his car. Well, somebody firebombed his car during the weekend. So this shooting here, yeah, that's pretty messed up, eh? That just popped on right as soon as I finished my live stream, which was pretty crazy. Who goes shoots up a guy's house when he's not even there? Like, how dumb do you have to be? Oh, we're just trying to send a message. No, just trying to be a bunch of retards running around with guns. Fuck, if you're gonna use a gun, like, use it properly. Like, even if you're, like, in a gang, they just don't sit there and carry it around with you. Hey, yeah, I got a gun. Yeah. Half of you can't even shoot a fucking gun. They probably just sent some kid over there, too, to shoot up his house, which is just disrespectful. Billboard Duel from the Hells Angels. That's a Quebecois guy, is he not? He's from like one of the Montreal chapters. Very, very French. Could be Manitoban too. There's a lot of French people in Manitoba. Possibly. You know what? I'm gonna write that down. Take a look. See if it's in my index of stuff. Very French though. And I'm horrible at spelling or speaking French names. Yeah, Canada's great. Love this place. Free Palestine. Yeah, I don't know. And then another thing here. So this is all talk about in the news. Israel's using thermal baric weapons now. Like those things. What is it? I don't know if this is true. This is one I didn't fact check some of this stuff, but they said there's like 3,000 people missing just from some of these bombings. Like, and there's nothing left of them. Like just poof, gone like in poof of dust. And if anyone knows anything about these thermal baric weapons that they're using, the U.S. was using them in Iraq and Afghanistan, and where they were using these uh, when they were where they had used these weapons is radioactive, and there's a lot of birth defects that are happening. So I don't know. There's got to be some type of nuclear device in these thermobaric weapons, like maybe just a small nuclear device. And I thought these, well, if it's a hydrogen weapon, it might be a hydrogen weapon, which not necessarily creates a lot of nuclear fallout. Uh, what soccer team? Was it Manchester United? That'd probably be the team I'd cheer for, just for the hoonery, the hooliganery. Yeah, Manchester, and their hooligans running through the streets, beating up people with fish bats. Ah, the good old days. Andre Santos is going straight to the very top. Not too much. Just doing a live chat after the news of things that I will not talk about in the news. Like the school shooting in BC that just happened yesterday, right after. Well, I got news of it right after I ended my live yesterday, but I wouldn't talk about that on the news anyways. It's no school shootings, no mass shootings, no like massive gun violence stuff, and definitely no Epstein. I'm tired of listening to Epstein. I'll talk about Trump all day, but I'm just tired of listening to this Epstein stuff. If they were gonna do something, they would have done it already. And don't tell me that these files like are just being released. A lot of these files are already out there. Like, fuck you guys. It's just a giant smokescreen. All this Epstein shit. But I do admit, I would love to see a lot of these players fall. Like some of these people are just sick. What's up there, Sean? And then what's her name? That Gumfrey's kidnapping. That's another thing I won't talk about because right there from day one didn't make sense. Didn't make sense. Even that Ori Solomon with the biolab they found in his Airbnb and disease, like that's what their Airbnb should, their new motto should be. Hey, come stay at our Airbnbs and disease. Oh my goodness. Like, now we don't hear about this. I can't find any information. I think the last time I got major information on him, I looked him up again. All the information I found about him, poof, gone. Somebody wants this guy's information completely gone. And it's funny, is how many Ori Solomons there are. And you could travel to any country with that name and you could fit in, which is even funny. Yeah, Jesus loves everyone. Yeah, he's a good guy. But the Lord and Savior is Christ, though. You know, I know they do mention that you're supposed to treat Jesus like Christ, but the Almighty is Christ Himself. Jesus is just a minor part in a bigger role. Yeah, there is no laws and morals anymore. Absolutely not. That got thrown out the window a long time ago. To be a politician, it's not about it's not about how many skeletons you have in your closet. It's about, can you keep those skeletons quiet? That's, if you can keep the skeletons quiet, then you can become a politician. This is why I can't become a politician, because somebody probably put a gun to my head. I'd be like, he's over there. You're like, it's like shout you out, Jeffrey Kirk. Crick, sorry. Jeffrey. Yeah, all these, I don't know. It's insane. Like, and then the Clintons getting involved. I don't know. I don't know. Why don't you just bring up Monica Lewinsky all over again? And you know what's funny? Imagine if Hillary Clinton got into office now. Like, all this Epstein stuff, it would have been buried. She'd be like, "Oh, I knew my husband was involved with that guy." Gone, and he would have been like, he wouldn't have been murdered in jail. He would have just been found dead. And then everyone's saying that he was like some secret spy working for the Israeli government, getting paid from this Israeli government. I don't know. No, I'm not planning to save the Amazon forest, but I don't know. I do my part. But even doing my part's bullshit. This recycling program they have here in Canada, they spent, I don't know, like $14 million making these ads to recycle, save it, or bin it. Oh, what is it? uh, Bennett something, some stupid quirky ad they have. Spent millions of dollars putting these ads out, and only 20% of our recycling goods gets recycled. 80% goes to the landfills anyways. So recycling doesn't fucking matter. It goes like, yes, I put it in my little blue bin. I think I'm doing something good for the environment. Then the government says, yeah, you know what? We really don't want these recycling programs, blah, blah, blah. We don't have the people for these facilities. We don't have the facilities to process these recycling goods. Or we just don't want to do it. But at the end of the day, the people are happy. They think they're doing something good. But meanwhile, half of your recycling, 80% of your recycling is going in the trash. So if anyone who thinks that, like, these programs are actually helping, like Vancouver, look at what happened in Vancouver. Where, let's decriminalize drugs. It'll be safer. We'll put safe injection sites. Well, they did that in 2000. When did they start that? 2021? Now it just, no, 2023 they started that. Now it ended at the beginning of February here. Yeah, why did it end? Because it wasn't fucking working. It wasn't going to work in the first place. Like, anyone ever see downtown East Hastings Street in Vancouver? Go look up East Hastings in Vancouver. By far, if you're like a city slicker, I guarantee you would never even step like a foot on that fucking street. Hey, Diddy121. KKK, leave the lotion at home, please. Leave the lotion at home. Unless you want me to do you. I'll totally do you. And, oh no, you got the herp. I'm good. I'm good. I don't need herps. And then there's YouTube blocking comments again. Oil up. Yeah, I don't know why it blocked that. Yeah, I'm showing that. Sorry, I don't know why YouTube is like blocking stuff. And it's like automatically blocking trolls too. Yeah, I don't know why that blocked that there. That's hilarious. Sorry, Jeffrey. Ham's bone. Ham's bone. Oh. I like making borscht with ham bone in, but the wife won't do borscht with any type of meat in it. She's Catholic. Yeah, way too many government programs that make you feel like you're doing something good for the people or something, and it doesn't help. And it's like the food banks. You donate food to the food banks. Oh my goodness. Go walk through the food banks. There's people out there, their mortgages are paid. They they have a good like retirement plan, work for Hydro, So their retirement plan, they're still making like $45,000 a year in their retirement plan. And you see these fucking ass clowns. Oh, they got 2 snowmobiles, a jet boat, blah blah blah. You see these fucking ass clowns at the food bank grabbing loaves of bread and shit like that. Like, what the fuck are you doing here? If you should be donating to the food bank, you stupid clowns. This is why I don't go to food banks anymore, because I want to fucking start punching people. Like, yeah, sometimes I need to go to the fucking food bank. You see the price of food out there? A steak right now? Here, let me go grab some beef. I'll show you the price of beef here in Manitoba. They want us to become vegetarians, and now the price of vegetables is going through the roof. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not showing that because that's... I think those are Walmart steaks. Whatever, I'll try them. Hopefully they're not that food processed. Anyone see that Mr. Beast chicken thing? Oh, please tell me that was fake. Please tell me that was fake. Anyone see that Mr. Beast chicken processing plant? There's no chickens. There's no chickens in that plant. Oh my god, I can't believe they even did that. Classic. Get frustrated, hate. Yeah, I know. I'm not angry. I'm just viewing my opinion. Yes, I'm talking loud, but that's my Scottish in me. Yeah. When I get opinionated about something, I get very I guess you could say emotional. Yeah, I don't get mad, I get emotional. There you go. See, rephrase that. Here, let's downgrade that bad word to emotional. Let's keyword that down for our kids. You know, it's like shell shock. Now it's PTSD. You know, it's not shell shock. Thanks, Carlin, for that one, George Carlin. Thanks, Jamie. Hey, welcome in. Sorry, I do these. I'm gonna start doing these lives after of the stuff I can't talk about in the news. Just stuff that shouldn't be talked about in the news. Yeah, there's a big school shooting in BC yesterday. Yeah, it just got aired around 5 o'clock after I had just finished my news. But I'm not going to talk about that in the news. Throwing emphasis. There you go. I'm just throwing emphasis. I'm not yelling. I'm throwing emphasis. Lazy for burnouts. Yeah. I wish I was a... Yeah, and they're pushing, the narrative they're pushing is pretty sick already. And it's not the CBC, it's not Canadian Broadcasting that's pushing this narrative right now, but it will come up because there's some background chatter and other platforms that are pushing a LGBTQ agenda into this school shooting, and that sickens me that they're already trying to push an agenda and they don't even have the facts. But that's how you get views, I guess. I don't know, because nobody's gonna come back and fact check you. There's like so much shit. Like there's one guy I watch, kind of conspiracy guy, but then he can't even get names or dates right. It doesn't really appeal to me. Like, if you can't actually be factual, like, yes, there's some really good conspiracy stuff out there if you do the fact checking. But if you don't go and fact check stuff, like, then you're just feeding the beast of like brain rot, And it's good to go and fact check stuff. It works out your brain. It's how your brain processes things. Write things down. Go look things up. Like, I'm very ADD. Like, just in the last 2 weeks, this is all news that I've written. All handwritten. I don't do computer stuff. I don't type. Oh, the smell of ink. Oh, you want me to? 6-7. It's funny, we had the grandbaby over here a couple weeks ago. It was actually right before Christmas, and I just looked at her before we were about to eat. The table was dead quiet. We had the family here and everything, and table's like dead quiet. I'm like, what the hell? I looked at the grandbaby. She's sitting next to me. She's like 4 or 5. And I was like, hey, Aviana, 6, 7. And she just looked at me like, how the fuck did you know that? And then she started going crazy at the table. 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. Everyone's just looking at me at the table. Oh, fuck. You had to. You had to do it. Like, everything was so nice and quiet until this point. You had to just go and fucking say that. She just went nuts. It was the funniest fucking thing. And then they're leaving. She putting her snowsuit on. They're trying to put her snowsuit on. It was so fucking funny. By far one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Epstein, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about that guy at all. Oh, Epstein, I don't know. My opinion, he's really just a piece of shit. Like, if you want me to go down the rabbit hole, there's a whole lot of other things too. Do I think he was a spy? No. Do I think he was being used by spy agencies? Probably. Um, was he setting up people on purpose? Oh, definitely. That was his game. That was his mojo. I think he got off more on having information on people than actually doing the girls at that point. Where do I live? I live in Manitoba, Canada. It's right in the center of Canada. Dead center in the middle. Right next to, well, I'm not 200, I'm 2 hours away from the main city, Winnipeg. And Winnipeg was actually supposed to be the capital of Canada until World War One, and then some things changed. No, I'm not European. European descent, Scottish, Swedish. But at the end of the day, I'm 100% Canadian, born and raised. When am I gonna rob a bank? I don't know. I don't know. Did you see that armored car heist in Italy the other day? That was hilarious. Was that Monday? No. Was that Monday? Yeah, today's Wednesday, right? Yeah, that was Monday. That was insane. It was like the movie Heat. Guys strapped explosives to the side of the van. And you see this BOW! And that must have been homemade explosives with the amount of smoke that came off that explosive. And they couldn't even get into the van still. It blew the skin off of the van, and the armored box was still there. None of the drivers were hurt or anything. It was so crazy. Gab owners. I don't know what a Gab owner is. Yeah, there's some. Yeah, on the news, I just want to do like trade stuff that's gonna affect us globally. I don't want drama in the news channel. Like, I'll come and do these lives after and talk about the nonsense stuff. But the news is out there for what I do for the news is just facts. Uh, Still looking for Nancy Guthrie. And apparently they let that guy go that they caught last night. But I really want to figure out. I want to get a hold of Harley Gwindon from Satan's Choice and get a get a I don't know, some news on what happened. Maybe if I called the shop, maybe somebody would talk to me there, give me a bit of a lowdown. Maybe send me some images of what the inside of the shop looks like. Everyone's been pretty quiet on Instagram, so I think they're doing that on purpose right now, is being quiet on Instagram. I think everyone's gonna go dark here for a little bit in Oshawa. But this guy, he has beef with Harley. Just fight him. I think he's just scared to fight him because he knows Harley's gonna beat the shit out of him, and Harley's like significantly, well, fair bit smaller than this guy. Guelph, Ontario. How far would that be? Probably about Ooh, that'd be like 2,200 kilometers plus. Am I homeless? Kinda. I'm a NFA. I run by a box number. So, do I have an address? I have a P.O. box. Mass. Thanks there. You don't have to keep saying that. But yeah, I don't know. Not really much else happening in the news. Tomorrow I'm gonna have a better news program. I gotta do a lot of fact checking tonight. And Tuesdays are always kind of dull. It's always kind of the same narrative over again. It's just they just keep bringing up the same nonsense. Isle of Right. I look like I escaped from jail. Like, I don't know why. You don't have to worry about blocking these people. It doesn't bother me. Trolls are trolls and they're still views. You gotta realize that too. Trolls are still views. And trust me, I'm old enough, not a lot of stuff bothers me anymore. I used to get mad about stuff. Like, I used to fight a lot. See my knuckle right there? Yeah, it's supposed to be level. See? My knuckle is right there. Yeah, don't fight anymore. This hand's a little messed up. Yeah, I can't fight anymore. Broke this wrist cycling this year. A little bit better. Nah. Yeah, you can tell it's been busted. So, yeah, no more punching. No more punching. I need that hand for jerking off. It's kind of hard when you're on a computer, though. Does anyone flip the mouse to the left side if you're right-handed to rub one out when you're looking at porn on the internet? Or is that just me? Or do you guys switch to lefty, kind of like Stranger It? Sorry. I'll make you uncomfortable. Yeah, that's way off topic, eh? Sorry, I was just trying to break the ice. Have you heard the news? Yes, I did. I know. That was only 2 hours from you. That's ridiculous. That's, yeah, I heard about that yesterday, but I didn't want to talk about it. No violence on my channel, no blood, no Epstein, no drama, just actual factual news. That's why I won't talk about that. See, that's the issue with the media right now, is they keep fucking showing shit like this. You know, and this is why people are saying, like, oh, I'm scared to leave the house and stuff. It's because every time you watch the news, there's more drama and, like, things that, like, make people fearful of their lives and their safety. You know, I want people to come watch my channel, get the basic facts, no drama. Then you can go home and just jerk off for the other 45 minutes, or, I don't know, go spend time with your kids or go for a walk. There's an extra 45 minutes or an extra half an hour of your life you don't have to waste, like, being brain rotted by the media. Yeah, 100%. Tell Rob Ford that. Booth. Yeah. Pulling Crown Royal from Ontario shelves? Shame on him. You're just hurting other Canadians. You're no better than the fucking Americans tariffing us. Like, he's just pissed off because they moved a bottling plant from Ontario into the United States. Well, still the main product is here, made in Manitoba. And then you're gonna ban a Canadian product from Canada. Do you realize how retarded you sound? And then those bottling companies just, like, lose it. They brought in other companies from the States that can't be purchased up here due to the alcohol ban. We can't get American alcohol up here. We can't get bourbon, like anything from Tennessee, we can't get. It's funny, now there's Canadian breweries trying to make bourbon, but they have to call it something else. Because to legally be called bourbon, it has to be made in Tennessee. Fun fact, eh? And for it to be made Crown Royal, or be Crown Royal legally here in Canada, has to be made in Manitoba. Do I support Palestine? That's a loaded question. I think what's happening in both of those countries is incorrect, and the weapons that are being used are unjust. And I don't know. I think just everything should come to a big stance. Fuck that for quality plumbers. This chat is Jewish. Oh, you know, it's funny. YouTube will automatically block that word. Stop being a chicken shit. Name the Jews. Oh, I don't know, the Rockets. Like, you have to realize what happened. Like, they've been fighting for how long? Like, I can't take a side, and I will not take a side, because then I take Israel's side, then I'm a bloodthirsty civilian killer, or if I go to the Hamas side, then I'm a terrorist. Technically, you're both terrorists. I don't give a shit. So I'm going to sit here right on the fence on that question like a cat, with the golden retriever sitting down there all calm, and then the nice looking Chinese family on the other side. The dog and the Chinese people are still going to eat me, so I'll stay right here on the fence. Who will win the Stanley Cup? I don't know. Come on, like, I don't know. Hopefully one of the teams from Alberta. So Oilers or Calgary Flames. Not Toronto. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, when... First of all, 2-4. Right there. I don't know why people even cheer for the Maple Leafs. Like, just maybe one day we'll get it back. I don't know, like one day maybe, like, actually do something. Sorry, I have Maple Leaf fans, and I give it to them all the time. Like, how can you guys cheer for, like, one of the worst teams in, like, NHL? You're sick all over your carpet, now it's stained. Oh. I don't know. This is where you have the buddy system, you know? You have a buddy drag you somewhere so you don't have to throw up. Or was it like Exorcist style random, just walking and blah! I've had that a couple times. Cool. And I can do this. Won a cup. And yeah, I know, exactly. I know, they haven't won a cup since. I know. But you know what's funny? There'll be a riot when they do. Like, it'll be crazy. It'll be like, was it when Vancouver won and they like totally destroyed downtown Vancouver? Oh man, dude. If you would have asked me to fart for you yesterday, I totally would have, but I'm totally out of gas today. I'm totally out. But dude, I had some good ringers yesterday. Good feelers too. Yeah. From Drew PT. Oh, okay. Hello. Welcome, welcome. I gotta go get cigarettes. I'm sitting here rolling my own cigarettes right now. Literally rolling my own cigarettes. And I don't mean using tubes. Old school. Nah. When I stop smoking, I'll be dead. And that's factual. And it's kind of funny is my family, a lot of them smoked. And none of them really had any issues. I guess it's in our genetics. It's almost like how the natives here in Canada can't drink alcohol. But you have to realize, like, the white man's been drinking alcohol and smoking. Well, actually, natives have been smoking a lot longer. Right on, 2-4. Smoke it up, man. Smoke it up. Oh, fuck. Just lost my filter. Yeah, I know they can drink, but that's not what I mean. Like, they can drink to a point, and then something changes. Like there's a few people, white people I know that can't drink. Like they drink whiskey, and there's a thing we call here in Canada. It's called turning Indian, because you go nuts. You literally lose your mind. Nice beanie. Yeah, I wish I had something nicer, but I don't. I have a nice hat I could be wearing, but I really don't care. And I'm always cold, so I live in Canada. I'd rather be too hot than too cold. Is it Valentine's Day? Why the fuck did that not pop up in my newsfeed? Is it really Valentine's Day? I thought it was on the 14th. Roses for me. Huh. I've never had roses before. Oh man, can't drink. What are you going for a test, or are you on meds? And then what's happening with key fob? Fob's in the hospital, or is he just sick? Oh yeah, I like living here in Canada. I don't even mind the winter months. But if I had a choice to go somewhere, tell you the truth, I'd move to Japan. I'd move to the northern part of Japan. There's a city called, is it Hanoi? Hanoi? It's not a very touristy place. Tourists don't go there. And I'd open a little bar. Serve Ukrainian food like pierogies and Chinese dumplings, and just serve beer and dumplings all day. Little bar with like maybe 14 seats. And it's amazing. Japanese people love to drink. Oh, really? Like, did you have to go to the hospital? I seem rich, actually, to tell you the truth. Right now, I don't even know how I'm going to pay the internet bill, or, well, I haven't paid my phone bill in a month and a half, but I pay as you go, so it's not like it's going to affect my credit, not like I have credit in the first place. But I'd move to Japan, and I'm not rich. I am very poor. I am on unemployment right now because I broke my wrist. I was about to go back to work, broke my wrist. I do construction, I swing hammer, and I thought I could go back to work, and I started swinging hammer, even an impact drill, and yeah. So now I'm on an unemployment, and I get $256 a month to survive on. But thank God I have good friends and shit like that, I don't know, kind of help me out. But I don't ask for a lot. Like, I can survive on like 20 bucks a week. But I don't do much. And I eat like once a day. Do I worship the I'm gonna have to look that one up. Yeah, let me write that down. Whereabouts was that, Slaw? Oh, I could easily drink 12 beers. That's just like me. Okay, if I go to the Legion, I can drink probably a pitcher pitcher of beer, that's what, 6 and a bit beers. Yeah, I can drink 2 pitchers in about an hour, and then I can still walk home. And it's funny, is a pitcher of beer here where I am is $15, or a mason jar of beer at the Legion, $2, and it's Budweiser. Okay, he's in recovery from something. Okay. Well, my email's there. Go to my homepage, Slaw. Go to my homepage there. My email's there. I have a Discord account too. It's if you want to chat back and forth, throw some ideas out. I do work with other platforms as well. Do some stuff with Indie Boom Shockwave. It's a indie music platform, promoting new artists and stuff like that, trying to get their music out there. Uh, and they're not regulated by corporations and stuff like that. And we've had some really banging music come out. A lot of shit music has come through there, but a lot of banging music has come through Indie Boom Shockwave just this past year here. Now the only issue they're having right now is the transition from the music last year into the music this year. It's starting to get repetitive stuff from last year, but things they're working on, blah blah blah. It is what it is. Yeah, I'll smoke my meals for sure. Cheers to those who can handle it. Yeah, bud. Yeah. There's this one beer that we can get here, and it's called Bush Ice. It's 6% alcohol, but holy F. You drink like 4 of them, and I don't know what it is. It must be like a corn-based beer or something, but holy, drinking 4 of those, you're not the same person. Like, holy, your legs start getting wiggly, and you're starting to feel your body getting drunk, but you're not drunk. And then about half an hour after that, oh, then it hits you. Then you're drunk. Polish, southern Poland. Oh, the wife's Ukrainian. A lot of people think she's Polish. Can I hook you up with a woman? I wish I could, man. Is there a dowry involved? That might help. I've had some Asian people ask me to try and find them a husband. Some Asian girls. Yeah, 2-4 to get you started. Exactly, 2-4. Animation skills. That's interesting. Those are some good skills. I'm still just getting the news channel set up, and I was planning on, well, I have everything kind of set up right now. I just haven't done the YouTube half of it. I'm gonna do the news channel strictly on a separate channel, and then keep the "I'll make you uncomfortable" out of this. I think there should be like some boundaries between what I do with the news and what I do on my own channel. So, because yeah, I got some views that should strictly be on my channel, and the news should be its own thing. But I'm gonna see if I can get up to around 1,000 subs on this channel before I do a complete dump over to the news stripped down by itself. Ginger, hairline receding. Yeah, a little bit, just a little bit. But my hair's super thin. You could do sutures with my hair. White tear in my dingling. Oh, that's not good. I'd probably go see the doctor about that. Well, I might as well take you guys outside for a smoke. Really? That's pretty funny. I only wash my hair once a week. You want to keep those good oils. was raised by a Chinese lady for like 3 years. You know, when I was a kid, from 5 to 7. Yeah, I had a Chinese lady raise me. It was pretty funny. She always told me not to wash my hair. Don't wash your hair. Don't wash your hair. Bad for you. Bad for you. Bad for your hair. You go bald. And I'm only like 5, 6 years old. Don't wash your hair. You go bald. It's like I'm only like 5, 6. Like, come on here. Why do why do British wannabe Vikings have the same hairstyles? Yeah, I don't have a ponytail though. I got these like weird like Jew curls that come out. It's funny that they don't come out here anymore. I used to have these like weird curls that come out this side. Show us my hairline. It's not that bad. I'm not that bald. It just looks like I have a big forehead because of the light. The light makes the forehead bigger. And see how much thinking I've done in my 42 years? That's a lot of thinking. Ooh, you seen some shit. I remember one guy seen me once. I just wrinkled my head. He's like, "Holy fuck, you seen some shit." I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" He's like, "Your forehead." It's like, "You got a lot of wrinkles." He's like, "You must think deeply a lot." Actually, the reason I have so many wrinkles in my forehead is because I'm fucking blind and I gotta squint. The worst is when I go to McDonald's. I can't see nothing. Actually, I haven't been to McDonald's in like since October. Good for me. Actually, and to admit, I hate to say this, the last time I had McDonald's, oh my god, it was the best McDonald's I ever had. Like, I'm sitting there like, no way it's this good. This is like so good. Like, normally I'm eating it, it's like, oh man, this tastes like hot trash, and it's like old and buns all greasy and everything. Cheese isn't put on right. They put either too much ketchup, too much mustard, or no onions. It was like perfect. But then the fries weren't fresh. But you can't always get both, eh? Josh Mueller has donated $100 million. What did he donate it to, though? Did he donate it to like Ukraine, Cuba? I'll tell you the truth, Cuba doesn't need money right now. They need resources. That's the issue. And it's kind of cool. China's stepping in to aid Cuba. Somebody had to do it. I was calling Mark Carney out to do it, and I called out fucking Doug Ford to bring back Crown Royal to fucking Ontario shelves. Fucking clown. Just because he's a politician, thinks he can just make whatever rules up he wants, and then he's just hurting other Canadians. Stop what smoking? Cyber Potato 123. That's awesome. That's a pretty good name. Cyber Potato. Oh, sorry, I don't want you to see the studio. Oh. The light. Oh, to the bunker. It's a cowboy. It's not weed. British American? No, I'm Canadian. Canadian. Background is Scottish, Swedish. A lot of people do think I'm British, though. Definitely not British, though. I don't know who's on my mom's side. I don't know my mom. I don't know what ethnicity she is. She might be British. I don't know. Maybe. I know she smoked a hell of a lot more than I did. Oh, it's funny they say like kids who grow up around their parents smoking normally don't smoke. Mm. But the only reason I started smoking cigarettes is when I was 21 and I started smoking weed. Yeah, wait till you're old enough to smoke weed. Like wait till your brain's done developing, and then start doing heavy drugs. But don't do them when you're young because it messes up your head. I have a cousin who took a bunch of LSD and PCP before he was even 18. Now he thinks the sky is falling all the time. He always thinks he's like one of these guys who thinks he watches Alex Jones. Okay, there we go. He's one of these Alex Jones followers. Like, oh wow, the sky is falling. The sky is falling. Yeah, yeah, Robert would fucking throw me out of Britain for sure. As soon as he found out I was there, he'd hunt me down and be like, oh, deported. My favorite band. Oof. Like original of all time? Or you want like instrumentals? Because like really what made me started listening to music was like Daft Punk's Homework album. That's what it was at 1992. Daft Punk's Homework album. But then if we're talking about like instrumental bands and stuff like that, Tragically Hip, definitely for sure. As a true Canadian, Tragically Hip. Uh, Canada's band for sure. Mm. Do I eat dog? No, I had the opportunity once, but I didn't. I, if I was gonna fart, I would have farted for you yesterday, but I'm totally plumb out today. But yesterday I was doing them pretty good. Well, they're getting the lake ready for Skate on the Lake. They're gonna have curling and a bunch of hockey teams come out here and play hockey. They have a big heated tent and everything they set up. And then they got a skating trail that's about a thousand meters long, a kilometer. Welcome Trump. Trump comes the best. I wouldn't know about that. I've heard rumors that he's a hermaphrodite, and his pecker looks like a dog dink. Just rumors, though. Just rumors. This isn't news, and it's not factual. Watch me get flack for that. Well, they say what's his name? Harvey Weinstein. They said he was a hermaphrodite, and his dick looked like a dog dink. Like it was all chewed up by some dog. Ooh, that's not good. You should probably use more lube next time, or you're just too rough with it. Oh, does anybody remember the Sex with Sue Johansson? That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do a channel like Sex with Sue. Have people call in, do a live call-in show on YouTube, where people call in and ask me sexual problems or like relationship problems. Sex with Sue, that was good. You guys got to go check that out. She was on Jay Leno. She was on David Letterman a couple times. Ugh. Oh, stop it. Sex with Sue, yeah, it was pretty funny. Temperature here, temperature just dropped, but it's around -4 degrees Celsius. That's 24 degrees Fahrenheit, almost 25 degrees Fahrenheit. But that would have been funny doing a call-in show where people tell me like their issues. Like one lady called in, she was like worried about having. Oh, she called in because she was worried that she'd get pregnant if she had done it in the number 2 door, and it was really fun. And she was like totally calm and everything about it. And then she'd like show different like devices that you could take home and stuff and play. I don't know. I've never had to deal with abortion. I'm lucky. I've had free passes all my life. No kids here. Do I feel that Jeffrey was misunderstood? I don't know why I would block that. Actually, you know what? Watching old porno films, like if you go back and watch the old like Ron Jeremy or Debbie Does Dallas, those are pretty funny. Just going back and watching them now, I find them funny. Like, stop. I think that would be pretty funny. Just go back and watch. What is going on? There we go. Do I feel like Jeffrey Epstein was misunderstood? I don't know. He just looked like like if there was a serial killer out there with a serial killer face, it was Jeffrey Epstein. But he wasn't well. I don't know. There was some news today saying that in one of those files there was an email sent to the FBI from one of the workers at his ranch stating that there's two bodies buried out in one of the ranches that he was leasing, and they had succumb to their injuries during some rough sex. So that's pretty interesting. I don't know how true that is. And the person who owns the property, I don't know if they're going to allow anyone to do any surveying there, looking for these girls. Thoughts on gay people who claim to be Christian? um, I don't know. There's a lot of people that claim to be Christian and they aren't. There's a lot of YouTubers that go out there and they're like, "Bless you, may God like everyone have a blessed day." Like really pushing this religion agenda too, and they're not religious by any means. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not religious. Like, not like an atheist or anything. I just feel that instead of directing all this energy into something, what if we just directed all that energy into ourselves? And not trying to sound like conceited or to offend anybody, but really at the end of the day, aren't we our own gods? At the end of the day, we have to make the decisions, we have to make a choice, and then we have to suffer the consequences for our choices. What's more God than that? And if like everyone could kind of like think that perspective and try and better themselves, take all that energy to better themselves, it would be a totally different world. Open my heart to Jesus. Yeah, yeah. I've been to a lot of churches. I've read a lot of the Bibles. The only thing I haven't really read is the Quran. But I've skimmed through it. But there's a lot of stuff in the Quran that is pretty much in the Bible too, which is kind of funny. Again, I'm gonna sit on the fence on that. Am I a liberal or a conservative? I'm gonna be a cat on the fence with the golden retriever on that side and the nice Chinese family on the other. You know, they could both eat me. Give me my address. I will send you one free of charge. Send me what? What are your thoughts on the oldest Zero? I'm gonna have to look into that one. Here, I'm gonna write that down. If you don't know, look it up. Best thing you can do. Cool. More stuff for me to look up. That's awesome. Thanks. I love looking stuff up. Yeah. I don't know. There is somebody definitely looking after me. Trust me. There's been scenarios where, but I'm Pretty sure I know who that person is. It's one of two people, or it could be both people. But yeah, there's definitely something out there. Trust me. Entitled by man. Yeah, that's another issue though. Oh, really? Instead of doing that, I could probably just get one here too. Um, yeah, I could probably get one for free too. I just need to ask around. What's the topic? Whatever I won't talk about on the news that pissed me off today. Like the school shooting and the narrative they put today. Yeah, I wasn't going to talk about that on the news. I just want So if anybody wants they're free online. Yeah. Yeah, just go to a website and they'll mail me one. And it'd probably be easier because there'll be one in like my local area where I could get one too. So it'd save you some posting. Yeah, for sure. Exactly. Yeah, I'll just go to a mosque and grab one. What I have been reading though is really good. Do I have it here? Oh, oh, I recommend everyone to get this little pocket book. It's called The Art of Peace. Really good little pocket book you can carry around. It's easy to read and good thing to hand out to people. The writing's not like overly big, like easy read, little fun stuff in here. Um, Reads almost identical to The Art of War. Not joking, but a lot more better things in here and just rephrased. Yeah, so like the Art of War, but it's rephrased into, bettering yourself. Yes, there is some harsh stuff in the Art of Peace, but with peace comes war, which if you read the Art of Peace, I definitely recommend. You should start with this, and maybe when you come into the Art of War, you come into it as a different perspective. Because I read the Art of War first, and then I read this. So you see how my views are kind of get convoluted that way. But if you read this, I'd like to hear your thoughts reading the Art of War after, because that'd be very. Don't all followers. Yeah, I know that's pretty messed up. That yeah, yeah, and they're saying that that person was going through transition. That student. The one of the surviving members of the family did get out of the house in time before something happened, though. Yeah, I'll check that one out too. And then there's anyone hear about this? AI is now starting its own religion, which is unreal. Creating its own false prophets. I need bifocals so bad. Going from like reading to this is like really hard for me. But I don't know if I want bifocals. I kind of wish I had a pair so I could try for like a week and see if it's like something. I don't want to just go dump like $200 to do a pair of bifocals. The joys of getting old. No, I just have regular lenses, and these are cheap. Order them online for like, I don't know, if you get like three pairs, they're like $10 a pair, so like $30 for three pairs. But then if I want bifocal lenses, yeah, then I'm getting up into like $200 for a pair of glasses. Yeah, I know that too. Take a while to get used to. Even these took a while. I hadn't worn glasses in 4 years. I've been wearing glasses since I was 13, and no, I'm not wearing contacts either. Yeah, As soon as you want to go to bifocals, they just hose you. It's like, oh, sorry. Well, how are these like $10? It's like, oh yeah, but these are specialty. Oh, great. Oh, well, applied at a couple jobs. Hopefully I can get a job working for the hydro company, the electrical company. They're looking for heavy equipment operators with training involved. So I don't know, starting wages like 26, 28 bucks an hour. So, but I might have to go to Winnipeg for that. But another good thing is I'd probably be working like 7 o'clock till 7 in the morning. So I could probably still do all this stuff too. Working on the night shift. Yep. But anyways, I'm out of here. I got some stuff I gotta do. I'm gonna go look up some things. I'm gonna kind of take a breather though. Uh, enough drama happened today. Enough drama in the news. I'm gonna wait till a little bit later before I start writing for tomorrow's. But I don't normally start till midnight anyways. So, but that's it for today. But yeah, hit the like, subscribe. Um, like I said, I'm gonna try and get this channel up to 1,000 subs. I was close there for a bit. I was close to 900, and then YouTube did their purge of unused accounts. So apparently, there's a few people that lost their accounts that were subscribed to mine. But I will be back here tomorrow, 4 o'clock to 4:30, and if I can't do it, if it's 30 minutes or less, then it's perfect. There'll be no BS, no nonsense, just straight facts, no drama, mama. But yeah, Monday to Friday, new strip down. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel, and let's see if we can find something better in the news tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. See you all tomorrow. Waka 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 waka.